You, moonlight, what's up, what's up? I know, like, damn, Rico's doing a live on Facebook. Let's see what this is. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I said, wasn't gonna go live with him, but this story's too juicy. And I'm still on my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist, because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna upload to my YouTube channel. So those who missed this, well, it is what it is. One of the rare treats of hearing me do a live. You know, stuff like this particular issue, pretty juicy. Oh, by the way, check out all the cool stuff I have on this page. My short story is still for sale. $10 Cash App for my short story. It's still hot and juicy. And if you decide to purchase a Cash App to PayPal, please send an email address so I can send you your PDF copy. Because I've written other stuff too, but I don't think everybody's got a chance to check this out. Hey, Tammy's son, what's up? Yeah, I know it's been a minute since I've done a live, so I'm going to try to make this a good one. I like to think all of them are pretty good. So, anyway, what else I have on here? Yeah, just have my book on here. So if you haven't gotten it, check it out. If you want to know what it is, I'll give you some brief synopsis. It is basically, talks about when I first found out about who my real biological father is at age 22 until I actually met him in person at age 39, and all of the conversation that came with that. So, I'm gonna have to take my shades so I can see who's responding. Okay, so anyway, I decided to go on live today because of this. You know, Dr. Cosby was recently released, right? And I've let it be known that I've been Team Bill, or still Team Bill. Hey, Stacy, what's up? Hug that little baby for me. Say what's up to your husband too, Sheridan. Tell him I said what's up. So anyway, you know, and I'm still Team Bill. And I like to think we all read all the information, you know, a couple years ago, a year ago, whenever, even up until his release, but all the accusers and all of that stuff, right? And so my opinion hasn't changed. You know, I still don't know if Harvey Weinstein is actually in jail or not, or you know, the other guy, Jeffrey Epstein, he decided to take the cowardly route out and commit suicide, allegedly. But you know, and they wanted us to just cancel Dr. Cosby, and I'm calling him Dr. Cosby because he has a doctorate of education. Now, anybody else with a doctorate of education, he would be called doctor. As my grandmother used to say, you would put that handle on him. So I'm going to continue to put that handle on him. He's Dr. Cosby. And if we go back and look at some of his old stuff from the 70s, he even does a lecture on how Africans were brought over, and our religion, our name, our culture, everything was taken away from us. So the Cosby Show wasn't the beginning of Dr. Cosby. He's always been conscious in that regard. Now, I'm not going to dare try to point him as, or paint him as this extra African-centered scholar or this man without flaws. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm pointing my finger at today is the hypocrisy. It's very interesting how these same folks that either paid off or encourage other people to join them in taking down someone like a Dr. Cosby or anybody else who appears to, as Kwame Brown has been saying, he's using the term, not a part of the go-along, get-along game. Well, I'm not going to say Dr. Cosby was never a part of the go-along, get-along game, but he obviously did something to upset the elite. He did something. Some people say he was trying to buy NBC. Y'all know the whole deal. Well, what really prompted me to come out today out of my my Facebook Live hiatus was the attack that's been hurled at the one and only Phylicia Rashad. Now, if anyone's ever followed the career or heard the words of Phylicia Rashad, Ms. Phylicia Rashad, our darling Phylicia Rashad, of grace, ladiness, womanness, just, hell, if you didn't know any better, you swear that lady was perfect. But she's always carried herself with such poise, and she's always been, she's a true lady. And see, I respond to women like her. I think if I had met her when she was a young lady, I probably would have responded the same way, because she was a cutie then, and she's a beautiful 73-year-old woman now, who's always carried herself, and y'all know what I'm saying? And so, I appreciated her having her unwavering support of her friend, her former co-star. And one thing about it, she never flinched. She never wavered. And so she put a tweet out saying, finally justice served, or a wrong has been, an injustice has been corrected or righted, what have you. People got mad. Now I want y'all to listen to something here. See, I don't know about everybody else, but I was paying attention to all of the news clippings, all of the conversations, and how people try to purposely switch narratives. Switching narratives in order to marginalize or justify attacking someone is nothing new. Switching narratives have been done since the days of Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman. You know, she's killing white folks, but actually she was fighting for freedom. He's going around murdering white families. Well, basically he was seeking revenge for those families who murdered and enslaved African people. But if you have a big enough machine, you can put it out there as if they were nothing but murderers. You get it? So, what has happened? Yeah, she was criticized, and I saw the tweets of some Howard University students. Now, Howard University students, black females, I think it was one male, a beta male simp. But this one that says Black Latino, what she said? Her name was Black Latina Out Loud, or Out Loud Black Latina. She's gonna say some crap like, you know, we support our survivors of sexual assault. Okay, sisters, I need y'all to close your ears, 'cause I'm about to start cussing. Well, I'm not gonna cuss. And then some other people saying, well, we support survivors of sexual assault. Y'all see how they changed the narrative? First of all, again, I read the stories. The only black woman that seemed to come out for Dr. Cosby was that damn Beverly Johnson. It turned out that she lied. He almost tried to drug me. I realized I was feeling woozy. I said that mother lover. So if he was actually drugged, you couldn't have said no mother lover, Beverly Johnson, you lying lady. And so, but all those other accusers was about what? They say 60 grown-ass ugly white women. And then Janice Dixon had to sober her up to get her story. Are y'all following me? And then there's another article, one of the so-called accusers said that she lied about her so-called experience, you know, in her memoirs. So there was a direct hit on Dr. Cosby. And the rest of us, we say, you know what? We don't think he's an angel. If we're going to accuse him of anything, and me personally, I accuse him of a moral wrong. How dare you cheat on your wife with all these women? Are we saying, you think that we don't think that he had sex with these women? He probably had sex with quite a few of them. And also, like Harvey Weinstein, but he wasn't, I don't think he was like Harvey Weinstein. We got on video, Harvey Weinstein said, come on, baby, look, what's good? Hey, don't embarrass me. They know me up in here. He feeling all on little mama. She said, oh my God, I ain't never been handled like this. Well, you want this cereal commercial, don't you? And so, but that's always been Hollywood. Hollywood's always dangled that carrot in front of you. But you were grown enough, if you were over 18, you made a choice to have sex with these producers, have sex with these directors. You make a choice when you're grown. Now, if you're an 8-year-old kid, or 11-year-old kid, a 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, what have you, a minor, well, shame on the adult and their ass need to be kicked. But these grown people come talking about somebody used their power to manipulate them, their power. Cut the bullshit. As they say now, cut the cap. Stop the cap. It's bullshit. These were grown-ass women. Grown-ass women went to Harvey Weinstein's house, apartment, place, Who the fuck goes to somebody's house or hotel room at 2 in the morning talking about, I want to read for this commercial for cornflakes? Yes. Who does that? Hey, Mia. No, who does that? It's the real shit. Shayna, how you doing? Who does that? See, you decide how far you'll go for whatever your goal is. For you use any example. I want to make this team. I want to know what I can do to impress the person who's picking people. And this is how far I'll go. And guess what? Those people went further to the point of degradation. Volunteered degradation. Volunteered humiliation. Then those of us say, you know what? If I got to do all of that just to get a cereal commercial, damn all that. That's okay. I'll try another route. It is as simple as that. But they were able to change the narrative as if these Hollywood people, including Dr. Cosby, were forcing these women to make the choice. Look, if you're a woman of a particular status, or a particular standard, my bad, or probably together, you wouldn't have to do it. There have been commercials, interviews like on Comedy Hype with Kalita Smith, who played the wife on Bernie Mac, right? She said she lost some roles because she wouldn't give up no punani. She made a choice not to take that movie role because she didn't want to open her leg for the little slimy bastard. But also I read where Cicely Tyson went on and gave head to one of those directors, I think, to get a movie. So Cicely Tyson made that choice. When I read that story, I was so disappointed, so disgusting. Regardless of how they treated black actors and black actresses, your dignity has to surpass your wants. Your dignity has to. Now, if it's something to save your child's life or save your wife or husband's life, I understand the sacrifice. But if you want to do all that just for some kind of personal gain, but you in your mind, you say, well, I'm doing this for the future of the people. No, that's not how that works for a damn cereal commercial or a movie role. Not today. Like a lot of these rappers, they sell their soul just to get a necklace. Or just to be famous. People pay anything to become famous. And so having said that, Howard University, how dare you come out and say, well, we disavow her comments. But I further read that where she started work today, this is Phylicia Rashad now. She began work today as the dean of, what's that, liberal arts or something at Howard University. So I think she still has her job. But for them to make that statement, well, we all know that Howard University is not a black school anymore. I think they're like 45, damn near 50% white now. And so just like I say about any other HBCU, and I went to Grambling State University, and I hope the president sees this. Man, I'm not saying you should deny anybody, but we got to keep pushing, Mr. President and everybody else. Grambling State University. You know, if we got to survive by selling out or pouring extra cream into the black coffee, I don't want it no more. Because I like my coffee black. Like me. That's who I am. So, you know what I'm saying? Because cream weakens. Y'all know that. Softens up the blow. It takes away some of the power. So if these black colleges start pouring in all that cream, well, they're not going to be black colleges anymore. That's not progress. That's called destroying a legacy. So having said that, these people are coming out attacking Phylicia Rashad because of her support for Dr. Cosby. And we're not saying he was a gentleman all these years, but all this bullshit about, well, he was drugging women. No, the women, if you read the deposition, if you read it online, he said, I would present them. You want a Quaalude? You want the, what's that, Benadryl? I'll take the Benadryl, Bill. Because they were there to have sex. See, we're going to pretend that a lot of us are trying to pretend because for some reason we don't like Dr. Cosby. And Dr. Cosby was an arrogant, probably a stuck-up, pompous guy. You know why? But he earned it. He was a high school and college athlete, and he was good at it. And also, he worked his way up in the ranks in Hollywood. Yeah. Most men, when they have something of value or they feel themselves as being valuable, yeah, there's some arrogance there. A lot of times you don't have to be rich to be arrogant. It's just a confidence that comes with being a man. And for some reason, black men are not allowed to be arrogant. Especially when we know what we're talking about. especially if we know we're good at what we do. But white men and other men are allowed to be as pompous, as arrogant as they want to, and they still get rewarded. But almost like that plantation thing, we don't want him to get too high on himself. We need to bring him down a peg or two. And it seems to still be a system in place where they can make sure they take particular black men who get out of line down a peg or two. And I like to think in 2021, and all this so-called wokeness, and that's a whole nother video, that we understand that this stuff is still in place. If you become a black man, a heterosexual, masculine black man, you get out of line with how they want you to behave when you have status. So you can be like me, a little broke dude, you know, nobody cares what I think. You know, they can't take anything from me, except for calling me names and that, blah, who cares? But you take someone who has millions of dollars in the bank, or he has 5 million, 10 million followers on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Well, the plantation owners of this world today need you to, only talk about, we all need to love one another and, that kind of stuff. They don't want you to talk about things that actually free the people with the status that you've been allowed to accrue under this system. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So they don't want you to sound free, because free people try to free people. Y'all hear what I just said? Free people try to free people. So black men who've gotten to a place of economic prowess, if you will, of educational prowess, well, they want you to still stay in line. Y'all wonder why these black colleges aren't moving that far? Because you obviously got these particular dudes and these females who are these presidents who are not thinking as free people. So they don't understand how to free people. All right, so all of a sudden now they want to change the narrative into survivors of sexual assault. First of all, when Phylicia Rashad made her comment, the first time, when she said the first time, when they first started attacking Dr. Cosby, she said, it's not about those women. They took it and ran with a misnomer, saying that she said, forget those women. She didn't say that, because I heard what the woman said. She said, it's not about those women. It's about something much larger than those women. It's about destroying a legacy. It's about tearing a man down and using these women as a rouge. She didn't say she wasn't sensitive to survivors of sexual assault. That woman is not unintelligent like that. That lady's well-versed and well-spoken. And very aware. So, but that's how the media does. Because they don't have us in mind when they're pushing their narratives. The only way they want to use us is just as consumers and to push an agenda that a lot of us seem to be following just at will. We're not even questioning things anymore. So they try to pull that mess again. Like I said, this little black chick and another black chick, oh my God, she's the dean of students. She should be there looking out for the care of the students, of the women. And I want to say to that black Latina, whatever she was, out loud black Latina, we all try to be everything other than black and other than African. So that's some feminist bullshit. Whoops, I said a cuss word. It's interesting. It's a bunch of feminist crap, and it's interesting how how they all just came out. And then how university made this statement talking about, yeah, we stand behind survivors of sexual assault. So Ms. Rashad had to come out and say, look, this wasn't about that. I know people who are survivors. And by the way, to them sisters again, look at those women. You can count on your left toenail how many of them were black. And I'm not saying that women who are not black are deserving or should be sexually assaulted. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we need to mind our own goddamn business sometime. It ain't had nothing to do with you, but again, sisters, close your ears. See, I've always referred to black women as the Pocahontas of our race. If y'all know the story of Pocahontas, the Native Americans had their ritual all the way together, right? Had it together, their culture. And let's go and look at the movie Avatar, because Avatar is a $1 billion story of the Pocahontas, a $1 billion movie of the Pocahontas story. Pocahontas ignored her culture, ignored the man who she's supposed to marry, just like an Avatar. And she brought in that white man. And they told her not to befriend him. She did it anyway. And she went on and carried on with me. Next thing you know, he got her man and got her caught up thinking he loved her and they was in love and shit. And guess what? As soon as he opened the door, he looked back and said, okay, y'all, I got the door open. They came in and slaughtered the Indians. And what they do in the movie Avatar? When that white boy came in there, assimilated himself into their culture, they came in and blew up the whole paradise. And that's what black women have become. All you gotta do is almost like the white man is Pavlov and the black woman. Now y'all know what I'm talking about, this particular group of feminist black women. They're so independent, but they're stupid. So it's like Pavlovian, look up Pavlov. They're the Pavlovian dog of Pavlov. Y'all know the experience? As soon as he rings the doorbell, the dog salivates and barks, signaling there's somebody at the door. Well, the black female today has become that Pavlovian dog. As soon as they say something, all of a sudden you got a bunch of these heifers coming out here. Well, my God, they're attacking women. They're attacking women. We got so many issues in our own race. They always want to get a pat on the back from their white zaddy. And it has become a part of our struggle in our race. They've funded sisters to be against their own race. And these same young women who had probably 2 weeks ago, I know during the announcement of Miss Phylicia Rashad being named the dean of that college, they was like, that's right, sister. Yeah, sister. That's right. And by the way, she's an AKA. So, you know, I want the AKAs to come out and support their sister. Well, we all of us may not agree, but all y'all agree with supporting Kamala Harris, even though it is on record that she hates black men, incarcerated black men, all up and down California. So y'all can go and support her for this, brother. Or support her, just support her. Y'all her sorors, right? Or her saras, right? There I go again. Y'all still about my book, though? But anyway, that's probably why I stopped doing lives. Because I get on here and I forget the script. I just start talking my ass off. But anyway, I just want to say this. Anybody who's trying to attack Phylicia Rashad, stop it. Because I have a Twitter account. All of her supporters got a Twitter account. I have a YouTube channel. I got a Facebook. And I'm going to put my word out. And whoever I find out again, I'm going to look you up and tweet you and tell you what church folks say about their favorite pastor. Touch ye not my anointed, bitch. That's right. That's how I feel about Ms. Phylicia Rashad. Touch ye not, did I say it right, church folks who's listening? Touch ye not my anointed. That's how I feel. And we need to tweet everybody who call themselves going to attack this lady because of her support for her friend and co-worker. And meaning, not just that, but also, you know, because we could see the man was railroaded. If anything he's wrong for doing, that is cheating on his wife. But guess who that's between Miss Camille and Dr. Cosby. She never left. She never publicly came out and lambasted him. Obviously, they have an understanding. For those folks who are married, been married more than 10 years and strong, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Married couples have what's called an understanding. Ruby D and Ozzie Davis had an understanding. Y'all heard about that. Will and Jada have an understanding. Well, all the stuff that's come out, they're still together. So I'm not going to even be as hard on him for cheating on his wife or going outside the marriage, because it is very apparent that he and Miss Camille, beautiful Miss Camille, have an understanding. So as a single man, you know, I'm going to stay out of married people's business. Y'all get that? I stay out of married people's business. When they decide to make it public or come out with something, yeah, then maybe I'll have something to say. But in this situation, that's the only thing I see. And again, when y'all go back and be honest about what was said, well, nobody there under the age of 21. All those women, allegedly those 60 women, come on. They all came out, all them heifers was over 21. And they made a decision. And let me tell y'all something else. Well, he offered them Benadryl, he offered them Quaaludes. But guess what? Guess what? The 70s, the 60s and 70s, people went to the Playboy Mansion to pop pills, to screw and pop pills. In the 70s and 80s, y'all ever heard of this club in New York called Studio 54? Women went there to snort powder cocaine and to pop Quaaludes and to pop other and speed and shit to have sex in the bathroom. That was part of their culture. So don't act like he was doing something new. He said, yeah, what's up, baby? You know why you're in my home. You know I'm a married man, Andrea Constant. You lying, what the hell it look like? When the lead singer from Fleetwood Mac, Lindsey Buckingham looking ass bitch. Strong neck asshole. Thanos neck having ass bitch. That's I'm not gonna cuss anymore. That got man, I said, really? I was like, damn, I hope she was attracted during the time at Temple University when she left the campus to go to Dr. Cosby's home and then even she said, and I don't know if it was Diane Sawyer or one of those reporters from ABC News, she said, yeah, he put it out, he said, hey, he said, which one would you like? Hey, what's up, Marlon? What's up, bro? Eric, what's up, man? Get at me, man, what's up? And so, she even said to the reporter, yeah, he offered, and I accepted. And then the lady said, but you accepted it 2 more times. Why did you take 2 more pills? And then she gonna say, because I trusted him. No, because you came to a married man's house to put your legs in the air, to get them back shots, Andrea Constant. And then here's the sickening part about it. She gonna be sued. She sued him, or they settled out of court for $3.6 million. The bitch took the money, cashed the check, and came back and snitched again. What kind of part of the game is that? What part of the game is that? Y'all know this was the railroad job. And there ain't no debate with me, but y'all are free to debate amongst each other. So, I'm saying, Phylicia Rashad, I got you. And any other woman who wants to be a woman to say, you know what, I understand. Dr. Cosby was being railroaded for something, as Miss Rashad said, something bigger. It's about tearing down a legacy. Do we understand what a legacy is? It's legacy. Legacy is something that continues on after a person is gone. It's continuing to be celebrated. That is what legacy is. You know, like Graceland for Elvis. But it's funny how when they want to take Michael Jackson down, because it's something he must have offended the elite, they put child... said he raping kids, having sex with kids, and they made sure that they destroyed Neverland Ranch. That was supposed to have been our Graceland, Neverland Ranch. Elvis did all kinds of pills, kicked it with underage girls. Nothing to say about that, and Graceland makes over about $50 million a year. They're in my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. Those white folks from all over the world don't mention nothing about teenage girls and pills and all that. They don't mention none of that. They want to tear down legacy. Sam Cooke. We got all kinds of people who should still be here, but they made sure they destroyed their legacy before they took them out. We need to start respecting that. Regardless of all the other stuff, we have to maintain the legacy. Our legacy. They'll tear our legacy down, but they'll keep their little so-called perverts and child molesters and pill poppers and drug addicts. They'll keep them alive and well to make more money off them, and even in a good light. So, by the way, it never took down, for me, it never ended Dr. Cosby's legacy. Because his show, A Different World, single-handedly shot up HBCU colleges and universities' attendance. I know about at least 40 to 50%. Black kids all over the world want to go to, well, start attending HBCUs. What other TV show do y'all know has ever had that impact on HBCUs? Just name it. I'll give you a minute. Name it. The Cosby Show showed us that, you know, image is everything. You can have a wife that's an attorney and a husband that's a doctor, and a wife, not because she's an attorney, but she's a feminine, supportive, beautiful, loving, caring woman. Now she never ever said, well, I'm a lawyer, Bill, and I make just as much money as you. She never said that. She always behaved as a wife and a mother and a nurturer and a care and support system for her husband. See, that's impossible now because a lot of sisters today have ego. Have just man-like egos. That's why y'all asses, 1 out of 4 barely getting married. Ain't nobody gonna live with that bullshit. Now, we'll screw you, but I ain't gonna live with your rough ass. Mary Max, what's up? Mary Max said, I'm so sick of these, Gloria Steinem black feminists. They think they think they're contributing to society, but they are actually tearing us down. That is correct. And I shared that video of this little black female, young black woman who actually told the truth about how black feminism was actually a FBI or CIA plot and used Gloria Steinem, who is a CIA agent, to push black female feminism. And here we are today. Those women still got husbands and foundations and legacy. All these sisters got is each other and their own money to pay when they get the papados. And they still too full of arrogance and ego to realize they've been played. That's a whole nother video. So anyway, and I just want to close by saying that Janet Hubert Witten, Janet Hubert, we love you. I appreciate your comment. I guess your criticism, your attack on Miss Rashad is cool. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it because I still love you. I was just disappointed in your so-called take on it. But I said, damn, when we just now all banding together in your pain and we were all banding together to be with you. I'm not saying we should all agree on everybody, but some things, you know, as they say, we should keep it in house. And I was just really shocked to see you one of the first ones of that first group wave of critics to come out and have your little tweet about, you know, to Ms. Rashad. And then you felt some type of way when people clapped back at you. Well, we'll let you know, Miss Hubert, I love you, I swear I do. And I'm happy that you were able to continue on. I'm glad that situation you and Will was actually brought to the forefront and said out loud. I'm glad you got the closure on that. Because, you know, as a social worker, I believe in closure. I believe in people getting their emotional, having an emotional day in court. I'm just saying, I'm just expressing as in the most respectful way how I was just disappointed in that. And I need black women to understand that that is a white women's issue, what was going on. Dr. Cosby, also most of those women, 99% of them were non-black women. To say something about that is like when I hear dark-skinned girls get mad because, listen to me, it's almost like for these little young, silly Gloria Steinem black feminists, thank you, Mary Max, when they have something to say about this Cosby thing, like they're trying to insert themselves into victimhood and try to insert themselves into something that has nothing to do with them. It's like when dark-skinned girls complain about rappers only having light-skinned or Latinas. Hold on a minute. Light-skinned or Latinas or biracial females in their videos. So you're saying dark-skinned, beautiful dark-skinned female. Oh yeah, with their long string, with that long hair. So you're saying to me, dark-skinned, beautiful dark-skinned girl, you want to be a part of getting hands pawed on your booty cheeks, you bent over twerking your ass and your camel toe? You want to be a part of that just so you can say rappers like dark-skinned females too? Ladies, learn when it is your turn. You hear me? Learn when it is your turn. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, stay out of it. You shouldn't even care if the rappers had a number of white girls, light-skinned girls, Latinas, and biracial chicks in their little nasty, filthy fucking videos. But lets me know that y'all don't know what to stand on. But if you want to know what to stand on, hit me up. I'll tell you, to my dark-skinned, beautiful sisters out there. Quit trying to insert yourself into filth. And also, stop trying to insert yourself into victimhood. The Dr. Cosby thing was a white woman, white man, Dr. Cosby thing. And you see how they handled it, right? So don't try to make y'all not all women. You know, this Oprah shit, every woman, every Oprah, no. Black women and white women have a different experience. To you brilliant, woke-ass black feminists, y'all don't understand. While you out there you his raped side piece. And when she found out about you, she tried to kill you or have you killed. And while y'all calling the white man the racist and horrible human being, guess who went to bed with him every night and shared his experiences in the bed with him, his white woman. Guess who inherited your ass when he died? His white woman. So how in the hell? And I want all these so-called black feminists to understand this. How in the hell did you get on the equal plane with a white woman? It's so stupid. But I'll end it right here. I think I've said enough. Again, Jacqueline Harris, hey girl, what's up? Who else is on here? Travis, what's up, my man? Calandra, hey, sweetheart. E. Donaldson, did I say it, bro? I know I said I wasn't gonna go live anymore. I'm gonna load this on my my YouTube channel. But y'all share this video, please. Share it, because I have information on here that I'd like you to participate in. I have information on here where you can still purchase my short story. You can still purchase my short story. $10 Cash App, $10 PayPal. I'll send you your, and please send me an email address, because I can send you your PDF. It comes only in PDF. I can send you a PDF copy. Yeah. And on my YouTube channel, it has the same information on there as how to get a copy of this. Because I'm still writing, even though I'm peacefully pandemic, and I'm still writing this stuff and just try to be a whole new Rico, try to do a little workout and shit during this and be a whole new Rico for 2022. Because I pretty much have written out 2021. Ain't nothing shaking except for just trying to get better and be better. You hear me? But anyway, peace, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in for my this Facebook Live. I haven't done it in a long time. And also, if you feel like, if you want to, I'll be spending the majority of my time on my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. All right, y'all. Peace. We'll talk later. Let me see if I can get out of here. All right. Peace, y'all.